Hey YouTube, S600, Mercedes S600, very popular oil leak. Here is the S600, very popular oil leak from the bottom of the car. This is the first out of, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 different videos that I'll take how to fix the leak. It's not a hard job, but it's not an easy job, but it takes time. According to the manufacturer's specification, it can take up to between 25 to 50 hours, depends how you do the job. In that case, I'm going to take the heads of the motor out to get to the oil cooler, which sits right underneath there. I'm going to show you a little bit of the oil leak and what it does. Come with me under the car. Right there, we'll be there in a second. Okay, we are under the car. Probably if you got an S600 and you saw a leak that comes from the back side of the motor, you have the problem that everybody's talking about, that's the oil cooler. Before I'm going to start, and you probably, if you're going to follow this videos, you're going to see what I'm going to do, but my personal opinion, before I start to take bolts and screws out, I try to identify the problem first. So before I'm going to start and take the heads off and go crazy on this motor and take it apart, I'm going to try and get to the point that I can see exactly, pinpoint to where the oil is leaking from. Right now we're under the car. I'm going to get a little closer. You can see this is the section where you see all the oil leaking from everywhere. Basically, it's leaking from one place, but just while you're driving, it spreads everywhere. As you can see, here is what it does. And the person I got this car from, I assume that they've been driving for a long time like that and just kept on filling oil, which you shouldn't do that. If you have this oil leak, don't keep on driving, because first of all, you're losing pressure of oil in the motor. Second, you don't know when it's going to get to a point that it's going to catch on fire. As you can see, the oil was leaking over the muffler, catalytic converters, all the exhaust system. This is getting really hot when it works. All these sections are really hot. So when you get oil on that, the oil can ignite and catch on fire and basically burn down the whole car with you sitting inside. So if you start to get the oil leak and everything, stop the car, take it to a mechanic, or follow my videos, and you're going to see how you can fix it too. Now I'm just going to show you, this is basically the transmission, this section right here. I'm going to get closer to the motor. These are some of the hoses that carrying the oil circulated around to the cooler, make sure it keeps it cool. As you can see, everything is full of oil. Now you may not see that immediately. There are two plastic covers that protecting shields that protecting the motor and the undercarriage that you have to remove first. So before you're going to be able to see what you see right now here, you have to take the plastics off. I think it's a number 8 and number 13 for the two front ones and number 8 for the rest of them. It's two different pieces of plastic. And as you can see, the oil got all the way here. And let's go to the other side, to the back of the car. Look at the back of the car. It got all the way to the back. That's hazard. That's really dangerous. The guy, I don't think he understands how dangerous and how lucky he was that it didn't catch on fire. But when it gets hot, it can definitely catch on fire. So as I said, this is the first video. Let me get out. Right, hold on one second. Here's the last picture of the oil and the other of the car. I'm going to get out and explain to you a little more. Okay, I'm outside the car, back from under the car. This is the motor. The book, the Mercedes workshop assistance software says that to get to the oil cooler, which is located under the motor on that section on the back of the motor, you have to take the valve covers out, and then you have to take the heads of the motor, and then you're going to be able to get to the cooler. As I said before, I'm going to diagnose the problem first. I'm going to make sure that I can see where the oil is coming from. In the next clip, I'm going to show you on a little camera that I'm going to run through the motor. I'm going to crank the motor and I'm going to put the camera until I find exactly where the oil is coming from. So that's going to be on the next clip. Right now, it's just giving you the symptoms. Oil leak from the back of the motor that you cannot diagnose and you cannot see where it's coming from, but it covers everything, and the oil leaks faster and faster over the time. On the motor here, I already took some of the covers from the top of the motor, the air boxes from the side, so I already started to try and find out where the oil is coming from. So what you see right now is already the motor without the covers and the bottom of the car. On the next clip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and clean all the oil away to get to a point that the bottom of the car is clean, everything is shiny, to the point that when I run the camera in, I'm going to be able to see exactly where it's coming from. So that's it for the first part of the video. Diagnosis, not actually the diagnosis, the symptoms. Next clip, we're going to do the diagnosis. Follow me. If you have any comments or questions, write it down there.